Let me show you guys why this is my favorite pressure washing gun and why it's probably going to be your favorite if you give it a shot. Okay, very quickly to get this part of the video out of the way, you guys, in case you want to go build one right away. All this is a 3/8 quick connect down to a 1/4 inch quick connect. All I'm doing is butting them together using a coupler to get that 3/8 threaded to the 1/4. And then all I have is an X-Jet M5 twist nozzle at the end of this on the 1/4 side, so I can directly attach it to my pressure washer. So this is a 10 GPM Honda IGX 800. I've just got it on idle because there's low water and I don't want it to be super noisy right now. But as you can see, this nozzle is a do-it-all. So if you're watering that vegetation, you can be at all the way up to a 60-degree fan pattern. And then say you need some pressure, you have some stubborn stains on the house, you can dial it to a 0 degree. Now it's not a traditional shooter tip, so you're not going to get the best 0 degree performance, but for what it is, the all-in-one tool, it is plenty enough. So unless you're trying to hit those 3-4 story buildings, you're not too worried about that. You're on a 1-2 story home, this 0 degree is perfectly fine. Say you need a little pressure on the edge of these roof tiles, and then you want to quickly switch to watering your vegetation. This is a do-it-all. So this right here is your traditional pressure washing gun. You have the actual gun, and then you have a lance. And as you can see, I have our turbo nozzle on the end of this one because that is quite literally the only time I will bust this thing out. This gun setup is when I'm using that turbo nozzle. Other than that, I'm not using this for washing houses, for rinsing plants. It's just too absurd for that type of work when you can do something like that M5 twist nozzle that I just showed you. The other great thing about this setup, you guys, is obviously the footprint. So this is the gun that I'm using, technically gun, pressure washing gun, whatever you want to call it. There is no weight to this setup at all. And secondly, I am not squeezing the trigger to actually get the water to flow. It's all controlled by that ball valve. So that is a huge bonus to this part. For a traditional gun, you know, it is a safety mechanism. When you let off of the trigger, you are stopping that flow of water. So if I slip and I fall and I drop this, then the water is stopped. So with this, if I slip and I fall, the flow is not stopping because that ball valve is gonna be wide open. So that is just a quick disclaimer for this video. I am not responsible if you get hurt using this setup rather than a traditional pressure washing gun. If you guys want one of these M5 twist nozzles, you can check out sailfishspray.com. They will ship it right to your front door. But I just want to make it very clear, it is on the website as well. When you're checking out, it will give you the option. But if you can see here, can you see that? It's kind of worn out, but on here it says 7 to 12 GPM. So make sure you are buying the M5 twist nozzle that is according to your, that is corresponding, is that the right word? Compatible. So make sure you're getting the right M5 twist nozzle that is compatible with your pressure washer. And the cool thing is, I can put this setup right on my soft wash system as well. I have the Comet P40, which is roughly at about 9 to 10 GPM the way I have it set up with the hoses, how low I run it. It's about 9-10 GPM. I can use this right on that as well. I actually have two setups identical to this, one for the soft wash, one for the pressure wash system. So that is it, you guys. If you do not have one of these in your tool set, grab one. You will not regret it. I can almost guarantee you will be using this thing daily when you are using your pressure washer. My name is Rusty. Thank you for watching this video. If you are not yet subscribed, please consider joining the family. We are a pressure washing page all about pressure washing, soft washing, paver sealing, roof washing, house washing, whatever it is, we cover it on this channel. We'd love to have you. As always, YouTube, thank you for watching. I said thank you for watching already, huh?
Peace.
As always, YouTube, much love. I will see you in the next video. Just in case you guys were curious about the rig, here she is. So this is a C3 Skids 6x12 custom trailer. I'll give you a quick breakdown because why not? If you're still here and you wanted to see it, let's run through it. So as I mentioned before, Honda IGX 800, 10 GPM, 200 feet of high pressure hose split up between 100-foot sections, 2 of them. This is my Comet P40 that I mentioned, and that is 200 feet of 5/8 soft wash hose proportioned off of a C3 Fusion Max. If you want any of this equipment that you see, no matter what it is on the trailer, check it out at either shopc3.com or Sailfish Spray is a distributor. They have a lot of this stuff. If you are local to Southeast Florida, you can go on and get it there. So on the back side of the machines, we have our paver sealing buckets. Those are called the Maverick lids from Sailfish Spray. And all it is a spray system off of a DeWalt battery. You can use any major brand battery for this. You can customize it on the website before you buy it, so it's hooked up to your battery type. But sailfishspray.com. We have 2 soap tanks. Typically one is for soap, one's for neutralizer, or if we want to run degreaser through one, we can switch it out. 100-gallon chem tank, 325-gallon water tank, brushes, brooms on this end of the trailer, a bunch of chemicals, fuel cell, spare fuel. This is just a chlorine jug when we want to fill up, say, a little pump sprayer with chlorine. We don't have to spray it out of the entire soft wash system. But we have C3 Wax Guard, C3 Rust Guard, Blue Crush, their surfactant soap, and then, of course, muriatic acid on hand at all times. And that's pretty much it, you guys. We have our surface cleaner over here, a bunch more storage over here. Storage on the cage. It is a 6x12, but it is loaded. And for that dual tank setup, you guys, this is how it's operating. So all I do if I want to use, say, one of the tanks, well, I'm only using one, but say I want to use a certain tank, this is for my soap, I'll flip this up and then I proportion it from here. Say I want to use my neutralizer tank, I will shut this off, open this. Now, as soon as everything flushes, I will have my neutralizer, again, proportioned off of the same valve. Super cool setup. Very efficient when it comes to the footprint. You can see it's taking up hardly any space back here. This is 2 7-gallon tanks ready to rock and roll.